Welcome back to the channel, and today I wanted to show you what you could expect from LATAM Airlines business class on their 767-300. Please follow me on Instagram at BrandonJohnson10K for behind the scenes looks at content that I will be reviewing in the future. So today I'm taking a look at the business class on LATAM 767-300. Now this is the newer business class, which is always nice to see when you get a 767 from LATAM. Now I've reviewed this business class on the 777-300. I'll leave a link for that. But really the only difference here is this is a more narrow plane, so the fittings are going to be a little tighter. I'm actually surprised they still get the 121 configuration on this aircraft. Unlike in United on their 767, where it's just a 111 configuration. So let's take a look at the seat here. So as you come down to the right, you've got a light up top there. I really do like the finishes. So at your seat, you had slippers, an amenity kit. You got headphones in that bag. Bottled water was out there for you, as well as a ton of bedding. A huge bag of bedding there. So there you have the seat controls right there. You've also got seat controls down here. You flip this up, you have the in-flight entertainment remote. Around here you've got the charging port, universal power outlet, and a USB port. And you can see here just how narrow it is to get into the seat. You've got a coat hook up here along with the light. And then you have the tray table here. Took a little figuring out, but I did get that out. You push that button, that kind of slides diagonally. Now with this tray table, you're not going to be able to get out of the seat while the tray table is out, unfortunately. And it's just the tightness of the seat there. Yeah, it won't happen. You'll have to put the tray table back and put your tray right on that corner table there, corner of the table. So here's the footwell, which not too narrow, but it does kind of have that coffin like feel to it when you're sleeping in the seat there. I have IFE screen, and then you do not have individual air vents, unfortunately. And there is the window that you have to look out of. Also, something about the seat here, you do have a little compartment back here, so you could store maybe a wallet or something, a phone. If you want to be more comfortable, just don't forget it there. And to your right side, this armrest does go down, so it does give you a little more space when you want to sleep. So that's a nice feature. I actually found the seat pretty comfortable. I did sleep well. Maybe it's because I didn't sleep hardly at all the night before, but I did sleep well. So you can take a look at the seat recline. So this gives you an idea. Again, it does have kind of a coffin feel to it. This is, I think, similar to the seat on Delta 767-400ER. As we take a look at the bedding, so you did get a blanket, a pillow, and a mattress pad as well to go over the seat to give you a little more softness. Again, this did come with headphones and some slippers as well. No pre-departure beverages were offered, unfortunately. So I will leave you with the takeoff, and I'll be back with more on the flight. welcome back. Let's take a look at the bathroom on LATAM 767-300. Now, one thing to note, this bathroom there's only one bathroom for business class, so when you come on the aircraft, it's right to your right side. So if you're sitting on the left side of the aircraft, you'll have to walk around the galley to get to it, which is a little bit of an inconvenience, but other than that, nothing special about the bathroom here. So this was a dinner flight, so I'm gonna let you take a look at the menu here, and I'll be back with what I actually ordered.
Nadie nos advirtió que extrañar es el costo del amor. Te he fallado una vez más, espero no tengas rencor. Eres esa foto que no borro de mi celular. He fallado, solo sé, pero te pido perdón, soy sincero. Eres esa foto de las que nunca quiero olvidar. He fallado, solo sé, pero te pido perdón, soy sincero. Antes de olvidarte quiero recordar tu cara. Estaba ahí parado en la lluvia madrugada. Yo sé que tú pensabas con...
Okay, so the meal service started off with a cup of nuts there. Also, champagne was brought out. Unfortunately, again, no pre-departure beverages were offered though, but they did have champagne to go with the nuts, and a hot towel came out after that. Now, for the actual meal itself, this was all served on one tray. So we also had a beverage service with that. So that part is the dessert, which the dessert was very good, very sweet, like chocolate and maracuja. Very sweet dessert there, but yeah, the rest of the meal really wasn't that good, honestly. This is the beef tenderloin that I ordered, and it was very dry. Vegetables were okay, and very basic salad there. That appetizer there with some salmon and wasabi sauce. The salmon was actually good, but the other stuff was just, again, okay. For breakfast, there was a choice of um, omelet, waffles, or cold ham and cheese plate. I had the cold ham and cheese plate that served with yogurt there. So you got a few grapes, some lunch meat ham, some cheese there, fruit, croissant as well, warm croissant. Breakfast, again, it was just okay. Overall, I felt the food was below average on this particular LATAM flight. So, no Wi-Fi on this flight. I'm gonna leave you with the in-flight entertainment to go through that, and I'll be back with my final thoughts.
Nadie nos advirtió que extrañar es el costo del amor. Te he fallado una vez más, espero no tengas rencor. Eres esa foto que no borro de mi celular. He fallado, solo sé, pero te pido perdón, soy sincero. Eres esa...
Okay, I just wanted to give my final thoughts on this flight. Really, I felt the meal service was way too slow to get out. Almost 2 hours for the meal service to get out, especially since this was all going to be served on one tray. I felt the food was below average. Really, the service it just wasn't good, but it wasn't bad either. Nothing really to complain about. Thought the crew was fine, but service was just really slow. Some things to keep in mind: no Wi-Fi on this aircraft. As well as the seats are going to be pretty narrow, and they do kind of have that coffin-like feel when you're sleeping in, but they do feel comfortable nonetheless. But that was my experience on LATAM's business class on their 767-300. As always, I do appreciate you watching. Please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and share this with a friend. Thank you.
Nadie nos advirtió advirtió que extrañar es el costo